Hello and welcome to Spotlight in Education. I'm Dr. Joe Magistro, Superintendent of the East Brunswick Public Schools. Today we will be talking about a program that offers an opportunity for high school seniors to take English, math, and business courses for college credit. This is a parent pay program where students who achieve credit pay the colleges directly for the credit that they receive. Our program today is going to be in 3 segments. First, we'll be speaking with the department chairs and supervisors of those programs. Then we will talk to students and learn about how this program has had an impact on their senior year. And finally, we'll have an opportunity to speak to the teachers who have been teaching these courses. Today we have with us Mr. Joe Csatari, who is chair of the English department at the high school, Mrs. Debbie Gulick, who is chair of our math department, and Mr. Hank Stankewicz, who is supervisor of technology and business education. First, let's share with our audience what makes this program different than the AP courses or the advanced placement courses that have been offered as an option for our seniors over the years.
Well, in our English department, our senior year AP2 course focuses mainly on classic and contemporary literature. It's really a traditional English course. Students learn to read, think, and write critically about the literature that they're studying. It's a very rigorous course. Our English composition courses, with these courses we wanted to open the doors to as many of our senior college-bound students as possible. And it's really intense writing practice in the type of writing that they'll have to do in college. And really perhaps this course will help our students write in more diverse ways.
Our content in mathematics is similar to the AP Calculus and AP Statistics, but the AP Math courses demand more intense analysis and they have an accelerated pace. Traditionally, only students who have been successful in honors courses went on to take advanced placement courses. With the inclusion of the college level courses, we're able to open college level material to many, many more students.
So typically the advanced placement courses are for seniors or high-achieving juniors. The program that we're speaking about today is open to just seniors. Tell us how and why that program came about.
Well, yes, the program is or was designed for seniors only, and hopefully I can give you some background as to how the program came about, and Debbie and Joe will talk about the why. The original program came about as a partnership between the East Brunswick Public Schools and Middlesex County Community College. The business department had an advisory committee that met monthly, and it was comprised of students, staff, and also community members. And the purpose of the committee was to try and find why or what kinds of things business and industry needed from our students and how we could then address those skills in our class. One of the members of the committee was Darlene Yoseloff, who was also a member of Middlesex County College. And in one of the sessions, she came up and said, why can't we, or why wouldn't we be able to offer a course at the high school that gives students college credit? And I said, boy, what a great idea that would be. There had been some schools that had tried that, but it wasn't happening at our school. So we put in a lot of work in the school itself with staff and students. We met with the department heads at Middlesex County College and ironed out the details, and finally in 1996 we offered the first class of its kind in East Brunswick, which was the Introduction to Business Data Processing, which gave students college credit. And I believe that was, that laid the groundwork for the senior option program that we have now. So maybe Debbie and Joe can give us something about the why.
Well, as I said earlier, we wanted to provide this opportunity for as many of our students as possible, and over 90% of our students go on to college, and that's really we wanted to address those college-bound seniors and provide them with a course that will help them in their freshman year and potentially allow them to earn college credits while they're in high school. If I can talk a little bit about how as well. because our teachers did so much work with this toward the end of last year and over the summer as well. Laura Strachan, Kevin Brady, and Dave Pelicane are the teachers who are teaching these courses, and they did a tremendous amount of work over the summer, reading numerous essays, meeting with the professors at Middlesex County College, developing material and choosing books for the course. They wrote 2 curricula for the English Composition 1 Honors and English Composition 1 and 2 Honors courses, and I guess that's part of how. I mean, we did a lot of work over the summer, and it's really a testament to the work that they put in, the success that these courses are having this year.
We had some interest in adding a statistics course, a non-AP statistics course, to our curriculum for seniors to choose, because with the success of algebra beginning in 8th grade, seniors now have the option of taking one additional math course. About half of the students take calculus in college, but the other half were taking statistics. So as we started looking into this, it fell right in line with Mr. Murphy's request at the high school for us to look to explore options for the senior year, which I believe is part of the governor's initiative for us to begin looking into. So it fell right in line. Again, as a math department, then a number of teachers met with the math department at Middlesex County College, and our courses were approved in conjunction with them. Textbooks were chosen, and we wrote the curriculum this summer to provide a lot of opportunities.
Well, it's nice to see that so many of our staff put so much, as they always do, into any new and exciting new project that we do. Tell us a little bit more about the courses that are part of this program.
We presently offer two courses in the business area. One is Business 107, which is computer applications for business, and it's a course based around the latest Microsoft Office suite, where students learn advanced communication, data processing, and spreadsheet skills. It's built around what students might need to know if they were going into business right after school, after high school, and or for further study in college. And the other course is Accounting 101, which is a financial accounting. It's a year-long course, and it also is based around skills that students might need if they were going into business. It covers the accounting from a small business right up to corporations.
In mathematics, we have a calculus course, which is a revision of the calculus course that existed originally. And we have a statistics course, which is a first-year statistics course offered in many colleges. And then we also have an accelerated calculus and statistics course, where the students can take calculus in the first semester and statistics in the second semester for 5 high school credits and a total of 7 college credits.
The English department, these are 2 brand new courses. English Composition 1 Honors covers the various rhetorical modes of writing: narration, persuasion, analogy, compare, contrast, and that course offers their students 5 high school credits and potentially 3 college credits with successful passing of the class. The English Composition 1 and 2 Honors course, the Composition 1 course is kind of condensed into a semester. It's an accelerated program, and the second half of that course is really writing across the curriculum and reading across the curriculum. They'll read a variety of essays that will focus on psychology, history, computer science, and really prepare them for whatever major they're planning on attacking in college.
Do you see this program expanding more in the future?
When we put the program together last year and brought it to the Board of Education, we were hoping for a few sections to run so that we could see how it went. And this year we have almost a third of our seniors involved. There's over 150 students in English and over almost 250 students in math. So we hope that it grows, but we're shocked at just what we started with. So we're happy with that.
Well, being a parent of a senior student myself, and knowing how difficult it is to get them to keep interested in school their senior year as they're anxious to take the next step, this program certainly seems like one that's going to be really enriching for our kids and something that they really enjoy. On behalf of the community and certainly the students of East Brunswick High School, I want to thank you for all the effort that you've put into the program. I know the students are really enthusiastic about the courses that they're taking, and I'm anxious to hear what they have to say about the program.
Callie's group you want to just talk about thesis and how she breaks it up in your paragraphs? The A and B?
Well, we have that she has an idea that welfare gives women independence, and also that women who receive welfare won't fit the stereotypes. But that was what you talked about.
Yeah, but she develops it there. That was the key thing. Gives independence, good. How does she do it? Where this, like, it's, I guess, C, like, how does she link the ideas together?
She talks about how, like, all the struggles. She mentions, like, details about, like, how her husband owned a small restaurant and, like, how she was still struggling with one child.
Okay.
I'm planning to major in communications at Newhouse, Syracuse, and taking English Composition 1 and 2 with Mr. Pellicane has really helped my skills with writing to make me better prepared for a major in communications. Communications writing is really important. Writing skills are really important for that. And so I wanted to make sure not only that I love to write, but that I also am prepared for college, and the class has really helped me do that. I am now 100% sure that I love to write because of the class, and I think that I'm ready to write at a college level.
Hi, my name is Reem Sadeh, and I'm taking English Comp 1 and 2. I took this class because it gives 6 college credits, and I like writing, and it's good because it gives you all these extra writing techniques, and it's helped me with my college essays, and it's also a really fun class.
What is the problem that we're having with the thesis of the essay? Yeah.
I don't think there's any particular one sentence that states the thesis.
Right. I don't know if she comes out and says the thesis statement. I don't know if there's a traditional thesis statement the way they teach you to write your research paper in, 6th through 11th grade, okay? You don't have that type of thesis statement. Yet there is a thesis idea to the essay. But to get there, let's talk, kind of look in reverse order, number 1. Talk about the who. Who is she writing for? What is the audience of this essay? What do you think, Christina?
I think it could be like other wives, or even like husbands to show like what their wives do.
Okay, good. So 2, yeah, and you've identified 2. Is she trying to rally wives to unite, grab their brooms, and hit their husbands with them? No. What is she trying to say?
Just like this is what we do. Like,
Exactly. That's exactly it. That's perfect. Couldn't be phrased any better. Yeah, this is what we do. This is what's going on. This is not only what we do, but it's also. It's not just what we do, but it's expected. Exactly, it's what's expected.
My name is Mark Bruce, and I'm a senior at East Brunswick High School. And I originally enrolled in English Composition 1 and 2 because I didn't want to overload myself in my senior year by taking an AP course, but I wanted to challenge myself by taking an honors course, and I figured why not take a course that I can use for college credit than just take a regular English course. I definitely think that I made the right choice. We've read a lot of really contemporary writers and read on things that I think are more interesting than we might have done in a regular AP or honors course. We also learned how to take things out of those writings and apply them to our own. We learned how to write with certain styles that I do think will help me prepare me for college. I think I can use a lot of the writings in essays and papers later on in college.
Hi, I'm Dan Reese. I'm in English Comp 1 and 2. I took it because they said it was good for your writing, and I wanted to make sure my writing was good before going to college. And it really helped writing the college essays because for the first quarter, that's basically all we did, so I was good with that. And I mean, it's challenging, but it's not too bad for an honors class, and I definitely advise taking it.
Hi, I'm Robert Berner, business education teacher here at East Brunswick High School. I'd like to talk today about an exciting course that is offered here at the high school called Computer Applications for Business. The course covers features of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and Microsoft Access that are used extensively in the business world by professionals in the field such as finance, science, and real estate. Students that elect this course are usually college-bound with a good working knowledge of Microsoft Windows. Students take this course because both college and the modern workplace requires these skills.
Hi, my name is Matt Metch, and I'm a senior at East Brunswick High School. I'm going to be attending Franklin and Marshall College next year. And I took the business and data processing honors class to really stay focused this year. It's very important not to get senioritis. And the course focuses on Microsoft Excel, Access, and Word to get you better prepared for the future. I'm going to be majoring in business in college next year, so this is a good prerequisite for many of the classes I'll be taking in college.
I'm going to Rutgers, and it's a big school, so the introductory courses will probably have like several hundred students. And in this class, you get to take an introductory course at East Brunswick High School, but it has like sort of that small personal attention kind of feel that you get from the teacher, and they give you they help you with your work and everything, and you can't really like fall behind because you've always got someone else to talk to or ask them how to do things, and so I think it's a really good course.
We can do this. We can do this by actually expand the whole thing, where we could use what? Chain rule. Chain rule / multiplication rule, right? Because we would have to use the multiplication rule as well, because we have two factors here. We'd have to use the chain rule on finding the derivative of this individually, but we'd have to use the multiplication rule in general. So if we're using our multiplication rule, take the derivative of the first times the second. So what would the derivative of the x minus 1 quantity squared be?
X minus 1? Or 2 parentheses x?
2 times quantity x minus 1. Now it's going to be actually to the first power.
Hello, my name is David Birkin, and I'm a senior this year. I am currently in the Calculus Honors Program, and I decided to take this class because I wanted to take the next level of math and possibly use it later in my career. I'm considering engineering, so it's a good idea to do. And taking this class now rather than in college will free up a class because I'm going to get college credit for it. Maybe I'll be able to take an extra elective. So I'm very excited for that.
I'm Ashley Bouthlet, and I'm taking Calculus Honors. I'm majoring in elementary education, and I'm going to specialize in history, and I'm going to Bloomsburg University. I took Calculus Honors because it's not an easy class, but it works better for going to college. It gives you college credits, and I took it because I knew that, and it still gives me a reason to work hard in my senior year.
Hi, my name is David Spicer, and I'm in Calculus Honors and English Composition 1. I chose to take the classes because I was looking for a challenge, and they do provide a challenge. They help keep me focused in my senior year. I find myself not slacking off as much as I'd probably like to, but they were both really good choices for me. Whereas calculus is concerned, it's the same material, just with the help of a high school teacher as opposed to a college setting, which can often be difficult and overwhelming. And with English Comp, I wanted to work on my writing because it's something that's important to me, and it's one of my favorite ways to express myself. So the course proved really helpful to me. My writing has definitely drastically improved.
I'm John Cole. I'm taking Statistics Honors, and I think it's good that the school can now offer a choice to the students who maybe have done bad in pre-calc or don't want to take calculus. It's now a good choice, and I'm personally going to major in political science, and it's been a really good introduction to the political science major, considering we deal with surveys, polls, and other things like that. So it really helps me prepare for my major, and also I'm getting college credits too, so it's really beneficial to me.
Hi, I'm Andrea Windsor, and I'm taking the Statistics Honors course this year. I chose to take it because next year I'm hoping to go into business management, and statistics would be helpful to me so I could do polls and surveys and understand them more easily. And also this year in class we conducted our own surveys, and that helped because it's real life situations. So if you're not a math person, it helps you understand it a little bit further. And also taking the college course is going to be helpful for me next year because if I'm overwhelmed, I'll have credits already done and I won't have to worry about taking the extra classes. So that's why I chose to take this college course, and so far it's helped me.
Well, it certainly was great to hear how positive our students are about this experience. And so are our staff members who are working so hard to present the courses for our students. We have with us today Karen Rosenfeld and Tracy Smith from our math department and David Pellegane from our English department. Tell us what you're teaching and how this differs from the other courses that you teach at the high school.
This year I'm teaching pre-calculus, which I've taught many years before, and I'm also teaching the calculus honors for the first time. One of the things that I have really enjoyed is that I have some of my same students from pre-calculus in the Calculus Honors Program, so I really can see the benefits of the program. I can see the growth in the students and the attitude. I've had many classes before with seniors, and it hasn't always been a positive experience with the senioritis. But this year the students are really, really working. They're working towards a goal. They're working towards the curriculum course, the calculus. They're working towards the credits that they're going to get from Middlesex County College and hopefully transfer to the college of their choice. Also, they understand that at the very least, if their college of the choice doesn't accept their credits, that they will still have experienced calculus for the first time in the high school environment, which is, I think, a lot more friendly and nurturing. More hands-on than they get in the college environment. So there's a difference. There's a difference from the pre-calculus to the calculus. There's a difference in the growth of the students, and it's been a really positive experience so far.
I am teaching this year, like Karen, the Calculus Honors, Pre-Calculus, and also I teach the Math Lab, which is the HESPA preparation course. So there's certainly a difference. The Pre-Calculus is a college preparation course, so there's a big difference with the Calculus Honors in terms of really having an academic focus, so, as opposed to the HESPA, more of a remediation class getting ready for the HESPA. So there's definitely, like Karen said, definitely a big difference in the classes.
And I'm teaching the Comp 1 and Comp 1 and 2, which are kind of like the College Writing 101 class that you have to take your freshman year. It's a lot different than the normal English classes because they're writing the same kind of essays that they're reading, as opposed to read Hamlet and write an essay on it. Instead, they're reading expository things and modeling directly off that, and that's made it very successful. The writing has improved a lot. The difference between the two classes, they're both honors weight, but one, the second half of it is kind of got this writings across the curriculum, so it deals with psychology and computer science and a bunch of different disciplines, while the other one is really just rhetorical modes, compare, contrast, narrative, etc.
Some of you are teaching a college course for the first time, and certainly the students are taking college courses, many of them for the first time. Talk to me a little bit more about their attitude and the achievement level of students in the classes that you're teaching for college credit.
I've actually taught the non-AP calculus before we had this senior experience honors class. And I can tell you, other than the senioritis that's also been mentioned, which certainly is, I see much less of it at this point. The kids are a lot more focused. The curriculum is a bit different. We're using different books and so on, but it is amazing the fact that the kids they do realize that this is an actual college course that they're taking. Not only that they're getting credit for it and they know they have to keep up their grades in order to do that, they're just much more serious about it. And they really, for the most part, you always have the kids that don't live up to their expectations, but for the most part they're working hard. It's almost as if they're in a college classroom in terms of the presentation, but it's nice because they have kind of the nurturing of the high school teacher that they wouldn't get from necessarily most professors in college in a lecture hall. Certainly we don't walk around and check homework every day as we might in a lower level class, but they still know that those expectations are there. And if they're not doing it and if they're not pulling their weight, they're going to have someone there to answer to, which they wouldn't necessarily have that in a college. So they're getting the discipline and the rigor in a little bit of a more friendly and nurturing environment. So that's different.
Yeah, definitely similar in the English classes. Usually a writing class in college will meet once a week or whatever, but we meet every day. I think we wrote seven or eight essays last semester, and every kid turned in every assignment, which is unusual for it's unusual for any grade level, but the kids who took the class were very serious about it. And the class is open to a really wide variety of levels of kids. They don't have to be in honors previously, but they have come pretty serious, and they are working real hard. It was a very pleasant surprise. So.
We've mentioned senioritis, and we know that any of us that have had high school students, either worked with them or have had them in our homes as children, we certainly know what senioritis is. And it's the time of year where students just kind of think the year's almost over, and so why? And I really think that the programs that you've put together and the challenges that you've put into these programs for the students have made their senior year a much more meaningful and worthwhile, and hopefully a cure for senioritis. So I thank you on behalf of the students for all the work that you've done with the courses. We really appreciate it. If anyone at home has a question regarding these programs, you may look on the screen, and we have the information of who you might contact to find out more information. Thank you for joining us today on Spotlight in Education.